Hey guys, it's Laura from Laura Marie Plans, and today I am here with another weekly plan with me. This week I am planning the first week of September, which was August 30th through September 5th, in my Aura Estelle A5 wide planner. I am using this kit from a shop I no longer support. But I really wanted to use this because unfortunately my dog passed away this week. So I went ahead and used this kit with some sparkly hollow. So if you guys saw my August monthly haul, you would have seen that I was planning on using a different kit this week. My best friend did get married this week and I was in the wedding, and my dog actually passed away about like 10 hours before that, before I was supposed to be there, the night before. So I ended up buying that Caress Press kit, but I ultimately decided to use this kit. I don't support this shop, but I will say this kit was beautiful. And if I did still support the shop, um, or if she made more changes to being more diverse and inclusive with her kits mainly, I would definitely repurchase this kit again for future use because I just think this is like a really good kit to have. I would love to see more shops or more artists come out with art like this because it's just really good art to have. I had no idea when I was going to use this kit. I bought this kit a while ago, but unfortunately my dog did pass this week, and I just felt it was right to use this kit because my whole weekend ended up being consumed by the fact that my dog passed. And I did have my my friend's wedding that I did go to, but it just was not the same. And ultimately, the big thing that happened this week was my dog passing. And I really wanted to remember that. And it was definitely one of the hardest things that I have ever had to go through. So I wanted to remember it in my planner more than my friend's wedding. So I still have that Caress Press kit. I don't know when I'm going to use it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Maybe like New Year's or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I did end up using this kit, and I don't know the name of this kit. I'm not even going to go on the shop's website and look cuz I don't support her or them. So I'm just calling it Until We Meet Again, which I think may have been the name, but I have no idea. The names of the kit are not on the kits, so I'm just giving it its own name. So, if you guys saw my last plan with me, I did have a really, really good week before this. And my dog was doing fine, and it was really kind of a shock, but it also wasn't really a shock because she was 16 and a half. But I thought she was for sure going to be here for her 17th birthday. I thought she was going to make it to our wedding next May. I was like planning our whole life out, and it just kind of sucked because it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, and I felt very naive about it because my fiance had warned me because he has been through 3 dog deaths recently. He had 3 golden retrievers and they all passed when we were in college, all very suddenly. One of them was 16 and a half, but the other 2 were way younger. But he had told me, like it could happen and all this stuff, but we had thought we would see signs, and there were no signs. Maisie, my dog, she went hard until the end. She was her happy self until the end. And it's just really unfortunate that she passed, but I feel much better about it all now. I mean, obviously, I'm not ever going to be like, there's always going to be a hole in my heart that will never be filled again. No dog will ever fill that hole because I had had Maisie since I was 8 years old in 3rd grade, and we just clicked. And she was a little Shih Tzu, a golden white party Shih Tzu, and she was literally my everything. I lived with her, I mean, my whole life. And when I was going through a lot emotionally, in high school and middle school, she was there, and I actually ended up taking her as my emotional support animal, getting her certified by my psychiatrist and taking her to college with me. So I only lived without her for 2 years, but I went home every weekend to see her. And my fiance moved in with us shortly after, and we've been living together ever since. We lived in Maryland and College Park, where I went to school, and then we lived in DC and then Virginia. So we were a very happy family, and it sucks that she is gone, but I'm really glad I got to do this spread for her. But yeah, so I basically just used Sparkly Hollow, I think like stars, and then I did use these Twinkle half cut header underlays, bougie half cut, I don't know what they're called. They were like on sale by Scribble Prints Co, but I actually love the twinkle in the background. So yeah, I thought that was fun. Anyways, I'm gonna get into the day by day. So on Monday, I did sleep in, and then I went to work. And this week for work, I marked it with a sampler from Randy Dot Plans, just in various fonts. And I thought those were super cute. I did get Starbucks, and then we did take the dogs to the dog park after. We did have mochi this week because my parents were actually at the beach in New Jersey. So we were watching mochi. And then I did do some work from home. I cooked some tacos for dinner. I watched 90 Day Fiance. My fiance doesn't watch that show. I believe this was the first episode of The Other Way, which I have honestly gotten so behind on TV, YouTube, like literally everything. Because ever since Maisie passed, like my life has just fallen apart. I'm doing much better this week, but I have like fallen very behind on my TV shows. And then I did just watch Netflix, which I watch Netflix. I marked Netflix like almost every night this week. I was just binging Selling Sunset. I finished season 3 in real time this week that I'm in, which is like 2 weeks after this week that I planned on August 30th. But yeah, I finished season 3. I love that show. It's so good. And they are coming out with new seasons, which I'm very excited about. On Tuesday, I did walk both Maisie and Mochi. I did like a long Mochi walk, and then I walked Maisie and Mochi. I think my fiance had to be at work for something. Okay, I honestly thought like I was getting through Maisie passing, and now that I'm like having to voice over the week before she passes, kind of hard. Also, I have so many Maisie custom scripts like that say Maisie and Mochi or just Maisie, just different things. And like the ones with her name, I can still kind of use if I'm remembering her, but like walking Maisie and Mochi, I can't use, and playing with Maisie, I can't use, and cuddling Maisie. So it kind of sucks. And then I did work out. I went to work. I got Starbucks. And then we did go to the dog park again. And then I did play with stickers, which I basically just pull my stickers for the previous week when I play with stickers. And then we did get Chick-fil-A salads. Been loving Chick-fil-A salads. They're so good. They're super fresh. And you can get them with basically like the nuggets chopped up, like the Chick-fil-A nuggets chopped up. It's so good. And then I did just watch more Netflix, aka Selling Sunset. On Wednesday, there was Hurricane Ida, so I marked that. And it was, I'm pretty sure, like this whole week, maybe. I don't remember anymore. But the weather was like pretty bad. I remember like, I did go to work, but I remember it just like being really, I don't know, kind of scary. But I marked Hurricane Ida, and then work, and then Starbucks, and then I did just play with Mochi, and then I did film. I think, yeah, I filmed the rest of my August monthly haul, which if you listen to that video, Maisie makes an appearance. She like barks or something, and I was saying how needy she was, which I know I shouldn't like feel like this, but now I'm just like, why did I ever even say that? Like, it's not even a bad thing, but I'm just like so in my feels because I literally just like had no idea that this week she was going to pass. and it still feels like she's like just somewhere else. Like I mean, I've cleaned up some of her stuff, but it still very much feels like she's supposed to come home. Like it's been a long enough duration now, like she should be home and she's not, and it just sucks. I did FaceTime my mom. We got Uber Eats this night. I have no idea what we got. Maybe kebab. I don't know. And then I did just watch more Netflix, aka Selling Sunset. On Thursday, I did get my eyebrows done because my best friend's wedding was this weekend and I wanted to look somewhat good. I ended up like crying during the wedding because of my dog dying, not because of happy tears for love. But yeah, so anyways, I probably didn't look my best, but I did get my eyebrows done, and then I did pick up my medication as well as Jake's medication, and then I got Starbucks, and then I went to work. I walked Mochi after work, and then I worked out again. I was like really feeling myself this week. Like I had all my SHIT together and I just was like feeling good. I did do some planning, and then of course I watched more Selling Sunset. On Friday, I went home and I forgot that it was Labor Day weekend, and the traffic in DC is just like so bad. It's rated one of the worst. I honestly think it's worse than LA. I don't know how bad LA is, but I think it's like New York is up there, San Francisco, LA, and then like DC. So anyways, I was stuck in the worst traffic ever. It took me double the amount of time to get to my parents' house. And why am I like planning so slowly? But I did have to go home because my friend's wedding rehearsal was back by where my parents live. So I went home, and then I booked my bachelorette flights with my parents. They kindly got me the ticket with some points they had, so I didn't have to pay for it, which was nice. And then I did have my friend's wedding rehearsal, which I have never been in a wedding. I've been a flower girl, but like that was when I was so young. So it was all very new to me. Also, like all my friends or all the other bridesmaids, it was like their first wedding too, pretty much. Because I don't know, I feel like people are just getting married later and stuff, and not that many people my age are getting married, at least in my friend group. And then we did have the rehearsal dinner. And then this day was super exciting. I put this in a Sparkly Hollow label. We did submit our dog picks. So basically we got to pick which number, like we got to pick in order. After hearing all the personalities and seeing all the pictures and videos of the dogs, we got to submit our picks of which dogs we wanted in which order. We actually had last pick. He is our fate puppy. I will go into that more when I get him. But we ended up getting, he's really cute. You guys can like look at my stories and stuff. I'm actually getting him in real time this weekend, so that's exciting. Which is like tomorrow for you guys probably. So yeah. Anyways, we submitted our dog pics, and then we watched Big Brother this night because I didn't watch it live this week. I think the week before Derek X got out. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but like you should be up to date by now, because that was a while ago, it feels like. Anyways, after that I was just like heartbroken, so I kind of took a break. And now I'm just like not as on top of it, especially with football being back on, but I'm still trying to watch. And it is like a really historic season, and I love that. And I'm very happy about that, but I just really wanted Derek X to win. Now I'm rooting for Hannah or Tiffany. I love Hannah, but that's like because she was best friends with Derek X too, and like had a crush on him, which I just thought was very cute. On Saturday, I did sleep in. This was the day that Maisie did pass, I'll forewarn you, and I woke up super sick. And so I was freaking out, and I called my mom, And she's like, you need to get COVID tested before this wedding. Like, that's the only suggestion I have. And I was like, you're right. So I woke up sick. I marked that. And then I did mark that we got our dog. His name right now is written. We might change it when we meet him, but that's his name for now. That's what we had been calling him. We had nicknames for all the dogs in the litter. And so that was the name we had been calling him. So that's why it's his name right now. But we might change it depending on how he is, like when we meet him and what we think will match his personality best. And then I did get a COVID test and it was negative for COVID and the flu. So I was like, all right, I can go to this wedding at least and like be... No, I'm not like causing a outbreak because that would be awful. I got Starbucks and then I did pack to go home because I was planning on spending 2 nights at my parents' house. And then we did go home this night and we got home and Jake forgot his suit for the wedding the next day. So he had to go all the way back to our apartment and then come back home. And at that time that Jake turned around and we just got home, Maisie went in the backyard, my parents' backyard, which is heavenly for a dog. It's huge, it's nice, it's all grassy, it's fenced in, and she just started to get really not herself. I feel like I'm gonna get emotional. Bear with me because this is kind of like hard to talk about and I want to give you guys the details, but I also don't want to talk about it all. But anyway, she started to not act herself and it basically seemed like she was getting like unconscious. And by the time Jake got back, he said we needed to go to the hospital. We didn't think it was anything bad though. We thought she would be okay. I thought she would be okay. So then I marked that we went to the animal hospital and it was really bad. And they basically told us she had to go down and, like it was time. She was 16 and a half. It was time. So I did mark that Maisie passed away. I used these really old custom Maisie stickers I had bought from a shop I don't even know anymore, but I love them. And then I was just up so late. On Sunday, I marked that I literally got no sleep at all. I was devastated. And I'm sorry if this sounds stupid because she's a dog, but like also like you just need to like have a dog for 16 and a half years and be her emotional support to like understand the position and like how hard it was for me. And then I did go to the bridal suite where I can't even think anymore. I did go to the bridal suite, got my hair and makeup done with my friend who was getting married and all the bridesmaids. We took pictures and then I did mark that it was their wedding. And then Jake actually found out this day that he was going to Hawaii, which was another hard thing for me because I can't go and I could go, but I just can't because we're getting a brand new puppy in 2 weeks. So it was weird because the day we found out we got this new dog was the day Maisie passed and we were talking about it the whole car ride home. And then it's like she knew that we would be okay because we were finally moving on and Maisie didn't like other dogs. So like she would have been miserable with the new dog. And it was really stressing Jake out actually. Jake had like become like her primary caregiver, like more than me. He just knew how to handle like all the situations because she was older and he had been through it with his 16 and a half golden retriever a few years ago. But it was just weird that the day we officially got our dog and knew which one we had was the day she passed. And so then we found out Jake was going to Hawaii the week we're getting our new dog, which in real time is like tomorrow. So I just marked that Jake was going to Hawaii. He's going for playoffs for his team. It's actually super exciting and I'm very happy for him. It just sucks for me. And then I just marked that I was a sad bee. I marked that I was in my feelings. I had nothing to mark this day. I did go to my friend's wedding. I participated in everything, but we left early. And because I was just sobbing, and my fiance was even sobbing, Jake was even sobbing, like it was just bad. So we left pretty early, but I had been there all day, so I did my duties, and then I did just mark that I did a sleeping pill this night. I didn't get any sleep the night before, and the sleeping pill did help. My mom had one and she gave me one. And it did actually really, really help because I didn't get a lot of sleep after that with the nights I didn't have a sleeping pill for a few days. But yeah, so that concludes the week. I am putting in these little star deco that came with the wiggle I used. I'm sorry if this was like more of a depressing spread. Next week is my fiance's birthday week, and it's going to be super exciting and like fun and whatnot. But I still wanted to film and get this uploaded because I really want to stay on top of my schedule. A lot of you guys told me like, don't worry about posting the spread, etc. And like, it is definitely a lot harder than I thought it would be to talk through it all. But now it's over with and we can all just move on. And I think that's just like what I need to do. And like my best friend said, my best friend Hallie, like that chapter closed and now a new chapter is starting with our new dog. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the spread. This is what I have left over. Please check out my planner Instagram at Laura Marie Plans to see up close pictures of this spread. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.